Hello and welcome to News 6 360. I'm Ginger Gadsden. This show puts you in control of what you see and when you see it. We are here in the News 6 studio bringing you news in 360 view. Every week we will be bringing you the stories we think are worth another look. And with that being said, we begin with a story that has gained national attention and it hits pretty close to home. We're talking about Puerto Rico. It has been rocked with a series of earthquakes. The strongest one was a 6.4 magnitude. The tremors rattling the southern part of the island for more than a week, causing buildings to come crumbling down, destroying homes, and knocking out most of the island's power. Now, come on over here with me and I'll show you that most of the quakes hit the coastal stretch near Ponce and Guernica. So look at this map and you can see what I mean. You can see where the cluster of quakes shook the coastline, the island feeling powerful aftershocks for most of the week, and some say those shakes were felt all the way up to San Juan, if you can believe that. So you can swipe on over to Bree now to get a closer look at how the people of Puerto Rico are dealing with the devastating conditions. Bree?
Ginger, it has been tough over there, and as you know, many Puerto Ricans call Central Florida home. So we sent our reporter, Ezzy Castro, to see how our neighbors on the island were handling some of those aftershocks. Now, while she was there, Ezzy saw temporary homes, downed power lines, buildings just left in rubble. She even reported on a church that was destroyed by the quakes, but amazingly, she noted that the cross was still standing on that church. And as so many families here in Central Florida have ties to the island, there are local relief efforts underway. There are organizations collecting funds, donations, and even searching for volunteers to help bring disaster relief to the island. You can see how you can help by going to clickorlando.com. All right, moving on to your favorite topic. Let's talk about space. From rumblings beneath the Earth to a journey among the stars, we're learning more about the newest class of NASA astronauts. You can swipe on over to Ginger for more on that story right now.
Yeah, Bree, this is pretty cool. These men and women are the first selected by NASA during the Artemis program. They could go on to missions to the moon and eventually on to Mars. And one of the astronauts is from right here in Florida. Dr. Francisco Frank Rubio is originally from Miami. He is an Army Lieutenant Colonel. Rubio has accumulated more than 1,100 hours as a Black Hawk helicopter pilot, including 600 hours of combat and imminent danger time. That just sounds dangerous because danger's in the name. He, like the other 10 astronauts, is currently awaiting his NASA flight assignment. Now, the astronauts will be part of the first group of space explorers to launch amid the growing commercial space industry. That includes SpaceX's Crew Dragon and Boeing's Starliner spacecraft. Both private companies were tapped by NASA to launch American astronauts from Cape Canaveral, American soil. The first crewed commercial launch could happen later this year, so we have our fingers crossed for that to happen.
Be so soon.
Yeah, so now from the upcoming space journeys to an iconic ride. The Mustang from the movie Bullitt now has a new owner, Bree. CNN reports it's the most expensive Mustang ever sold.
Oh yeah, it's expensive, all right. The American muscle car was actually sold right here in Central Florida at Mecum Auction at Osceola Heritage Park in Kissimmee. Now, for those who have seen the movie, Steve McQueen actually drove the car in a chase scene through San Francisco. The film debuted more than 50 years ago in 1968. Now, here is the impressive part. Take a look at this. You can follow me over to the wall right here. At that time, the car's price was only about $3,000.
Sold.
6 years later, it doubled in price. Still a little reasonable. Fast forward to 2020, though, it just sold for 1,000 times more than its original price tag at $3.7 million.
That's crazy.
Ginger. According to the Hagerty Price Guide for Collectible Cars, a 1968 Ford Mustang GT like this would be worth about $70,000 in good condition.
Wow.
Still out of our price range.
Yeah, that's really incredible. And this is not a thing you drive to the Publix to pick up groceries either. You keep that thing housed or you just sell it again.
There's no garage nice enough to even keep that. I don't know. I don't want it.
Well, that is going to do it for this week's edition of News 6 360. I'm Ginger Gadsden.
I'm Brianna Volz. We will see you next week.